Hey, what's up YouTube? What's up world? What's up Facebook? I pray and I hope that this reaches lots of people and as many people as possible, and I hope that it blesses people and helps people out. So me, I am quote unquote a Christian. I believe in the God of Israel and the covenant that He offered all of us into with the crucifixion of His Son, known as common today as Jesus Christ. There's other names translated, different languages. Some say Joshua or Yeshua. So what I'm making a quick video today because I really enjoy reading different translations of the Bible, and I really believe in the power of the Word of God and the strength and the help that it can bring to your relationship with God. And I think one of the first Bibles I was ever given was an NIV, the New International Version, and I don't have one right now, but I'm gonna have to go over that one again. But I'm mainly making this video as somewhat of a warning about the King James Version. And if anyone is a big fan of the King James Version, don't take this personally. This is being spoken to, I guess, any modern day audience that God may put before me or put before this video. The thing about it is my favorite one that I have right now is the NLT, the New Living Translation. I'd really like to learn the Hebrew version, and there's classes online to do that, and I hope to someday, so I can, because the essence of the Word of God can be lost so destructively. Just reading like the Beatitudes that Jesus spoke on, going from the NLT to the New King James Version, it's almost like the Beatitudes are insulting. And I believe, unfortunately, this, and like I said, this is my belief system. I'm very opinionated about Christianity. And it's not pointing the finger at anyone. It's giving the hope that people can reach their full potential in God and really chase their goals rather than be kept as a fuel cell in Satan's schemes and designs. Because I can almost promise to every person, or God's promise, that to any Satanist, any witch, and I have love for all type of people. My main thing is the 10 Commandments and respect of of your neighbor, and treating others as you treat yourself, as you expect to be treated yourself. I can almost promise you as God's covenant that His relationship with you and His intentions for you and His spiritual life with you is better than anything that the devil offers. And at the end of the day, all the bad things in the world are from Satan, are from the devil. In general theory, because Lucifer was an angel who rose up against God, and as I see, he still has some angelic powers and angelic properties, but he's cast out of heaven. He disobeyed God, and by my understanding, he was cast out of heaven. And so today on this video, talking about King James Version and the New King James Version, both of them, we got to remember, as Americans in the United States of America, we came from Britain. So Britain, their English is different than ours. So right off the bat, the way we speak English and the way we use it is different. And a lot of other languages like Spanish and German, when you speak them, they make much more sense than English. English is actually a pretty confusing language. And Unfortunately, there is a lot of witchcraft that's rooted in Britain, in England. And there's a lot of movies about it. There's a lot of entertainment. I'm not hating on anyone. I'm not trying to start any fights. I'm just saying. And especially the fact that the government is it at the time was built around kings. Now, see, my opinion is there's only one king, and that's the Son of God, and he's in heaven now with God. And I mean, I believe in leaders and different government systems, and I don't necessarily believe, it's not like I try to build them myself, but I'm not against those, like, I believe in different leadership positions and and that. I mean, that's how families are built, right? The mother and the father and the children. And once there's more people, that's when that situation arises, is the need for organization, or the want for organization. I'm not I'm not an anarchist or anything like that in any form of the fashion. I believe in revelation over revolution, and I believe in construction over destruction. I don't. So, in respect. But we have to remember that in England was also very imperialistic, and not only did they endorse slavery, by the best of my knowledge, but they conquered. They conquered Australia. Right? I mean, like the Aboriginal people. The almost total, and South Africa, and then British came over to America. So like, there's a lot of anti-Christian stuff that came from that period of history. And I'm not attacking Britain today or the English today. I would love to go there and meet people, and I'm sure there are tons of loving people. But for a king to take the word of God and translate it, it seems kind of like he's trying to keep his subjects at bay, because in my opinion, we all have the potential to be great in God's hands, in God's eyes. And it's how much we pursue that relationship and how much we put it in God's hands that it has the potential to be something. So for a king to take the word of God and, in my opinion, make it more confusing is a very scary thing, because anytime I read the King James Version of the Bible, or the New King James Version, I feel belittled and I feel confused. And as the Bible states, the devil is the author of confusion. So, and when you read the New Living Translation, and when you get a little closer to the Hebrew understanding, it's much more direct and empowering. It's not written like riddles, where when you read the New King James Version and then King James Version from a normal American point of view, who speaks American English, it's like, it's a backwards. It's riddles. It's like, for if the bark of tree cometh fall, the man of knoweth. And it's like, wait a second, that's confusing. Why would the word of God be confusing? So if you want an example of this, go to Psalms. Compare the book of Psalms or Proverbs in King James and New King James, and go read it in the New Living Translation, or the Beatitudes of Christ that Christ preaches. For example, one of them says, the New King James Version says, the meek shall inherit the earth. Meek is not necessary. Meek means you're like, meek to me means you're almost cowardly, like you're afraid to do something, or you don't want to do something because of the risk. Whereas the New Living Translation says, the humble shall inherit the earth. Being humble is so much different to me than being meek. And if I was to base my life around the word of God in New King James and say, oh, I need to be meek, I don't agree with that. And also, I need to pull up the Hebrew version and see what that one says. It could be it, because being humble, anyways. So that's just some insight and some thought for anyone who's trying to seek the word of God or study the Bible. Open your heart, open your mind, and think about what history is, and think about what Don't sugarcoat it, and be thankful for who we are today and what we have and the freedoms we have, and the people who have fought and died for our country, and the people who were sacrificed for this country, and for the land that we have today, and be thankful, and be thankful for the blood of Christ. And in that, I hope everyone has a good day, and I hope to please leave a comment or a question or a like or anything. Goodbye.